welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Jodie and I like to create beauty related content here on this channel. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, make sure that you are subscribed and that you click the bell just so you're notified every single time that I upload. Ignore the little flyaway, it's just gonna chill with us today. So today's video was a highly requested one on my Boxing Day haul, I want to say it was, and that was for me to do a review and tutorial on these, which are the Norvina volume minis. So you've got volume 1, 2 and 3. So I thought today we would do a good old review. I haven't done one in a little while, I don't think. So if that's something you guys are interested in and you want to know more about these, let's get straight into the video. So there are 3 mini palettes in here. I paid £38 for this. I do believe this set is £57 on Beauty. That's if they still have it, because I know it did go out of stock because it was such a good offer, I'm not gonna lie. So let's quickly have a check. Yep, so it's still on there for £57. It is exclusive to Beauty Bay, I believe, because it's just got their little exclusive sign. I paid £38 because it went into like the sales. Individually, these palettes are between £33 and £29, I want to say. Currently you can get volume 1 for £23 10p, but I think they must have put the prices up because they're now saying that these are £33 individually. I swear they've never been that expensive, or have they? No, I've just not realised. If you don't know, Norvina collection is part of Anastasia Beverly Hills like range of palettes. They do big ones that are £68. I do own volumes 1 and 2 of the big ones. There's 4 in total. There are 3 of these ones, hence the gift set having 3 in. I don't know if they specifically go with the big palettes. Like when I think about it, the packaging, this one reminds me of volume 2, but this one's volume 3, so I don't know about that. So yeah, individually these are £33. That make it £99 if you bought all 3. So even getting it for £57 is such a good deal. So let's get these out. I've kind of got them out the wrong way. Not that it matters. I have resisted swatching these since I got them on Boxing Day because I knew I wanted to film a video like this. So yeah, they're 3. They are very tiny is my first observation. For £33, this palette is tiny. I wish I had a Huda palette to show you to like compare. I'm not 100% sure if these W7 palettes are the same size as Huda ones. So I just got this W7 palette. They're just bigger, sorry, than the W7 palettes. They are cruelty free. This one is cruelty free. This one is cruelty free, and then volume 3 is actually cruelty free and vegan. So there's obviously something in these ones that they didn't put in this one. So just in case you only buy vegan makeup or you're cruelty free and vegan or whatever, these ones are cruelty free and then this one is cruelty free and vegan. Should we get into swatches, because otherwise this video is going to take forever. I'm going to start off with obviously volume 1. They are very bougie packaging, I'm not going to lie. So this is what volume 1 looks like, and then this is the inside. So you just got a protective sheet and your mirror has Norvina written across it, and then this is what the palette itself looks like. So there's 9 shades in these palettes. This one is obviously a lot more like pinky purple themed. So I'm just going to go across and we're going to swatch. We're going to do some good old-fashioned swatches because I feel like we have not done that in a video in a while. So this is row 1. The mattes are a little bit dry, I'm not going to lie, especially that pink shade. That gold is beautiful. That orange is, they're quite pigmented to be fair, which, you know, for the price you would expect. Row 2. So that's row 2. That is a gorgeous duochrome. Look at that pink reflect from the gold. Again, very pigmented, but they are on the drier side. So final row, we've got some purples and a burgundy. So that is all of them. There's only 2 shimmers in this, which to be fair they complement the mattes quite well, and you can kind of make multiple looks from these mattes as well. So that is palette number 1. Okay, next is volume 2. So this is volume 2. I'm not gonna lie, out of all of them, this is probably my least favourite palette out of the 3. Probably goes 3, 1, 2 for me personally. Anyway, let's get to swatching. First row. So there's the first 3. Quite neon and bright. There are 2 shimmers in this palette. Row number 2. There's 1 shimmer. So that is row 2, 1 and 2. And this green shimmer feels a lot more creamy and just a bit more pigmented than the other one. The other one felt a bit hard, but came out beautifully. So yeah, I think there's definitely a difference in formula between these. So that's the whole of that palette. So last but certainly not least, we have what I presume will be my favourite palette, which is volume 3. This one's packaging is really cool. The cherries look really cool on it. This is packaging. I love how packaging is the same. And this is volume 3. Look how gorgeous that is. Unlike the other 2 palettes, you've actually got 3 shimmers, which is your top row. I don't know if these are pressed glitters or not. We will soon find out. Oh, I don't. Yeah, they feel glittery. Oh, that one doesn't. Okay, that's what my fingers look like. So this is the first row. That one definitely feels like a glitter, but that one does. Oh, OMG, that's my favourite kind of shadow. Look at it. We're using that today, guys. That one is definitely a glitter. It's got the formula of a glitter. That is definitely a glitter. That first one feels like how the gold did in the volume 2. It's like a bit more harder. It's like it's pressed harder, so it doesn't come off as easy in terms of pigment because it's pressed harder. That's the first row and I'm already in love, so yeah. Second row, we've got some reds, a gorgeous blue and a pink, a burgundy, red. That's like a cherry proper red. That one's like a little bit more cherry, so you could do a nice burgundy look with all of these, like a nice red look. I guess these accompany the bigger palettes quite nicely, but they're all the swatches. I've been impressed with all of the swatches so far, so let's just get into an eye look. Okay, so I'm back. My eyelids might look a little bit different. I've used good old trusty P. Louise base. This one's actually like the 30mm one, it's the bigger one. Like, look at the size difference. It's huge. One comes in rumour 02. Yeah, I have been using that one a little bit more recently. So what I think I'm going to do is 2 different eye looks so that we can use all 3 palettes a little bit better. So I think I'm going to use number 3 on an eye mixed with the other 2, and then maybe like number 2 on the eye mixed with some, so you can get kind of like a, I'm thinking like an orangey green look and then a bluey red look maybe. So I'm going to start off with the like yellowy side. I think what I'm going to do first is pop down a green, so I think I'm going to pop down the darkest green in this palette. As per usual, I'm going to use Morphe brushes. You guys should know the drill by now. Now just going to take the lighter green . Just going to take the yellow on the same brush. I'm now going to take the sparkly green, the lime green. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm just gonna like put some mascara and stuff on, and then we will come and do the other eye. Okay, time to do this eye. I'm gonna use both of these palettes. Okay, I'm gonna go in with volume 1 first, and I'm gonna take the purple. I'm now going to take the blue from the Norvina 3 palette. I'm now going to take the blue from Norvina volume 3. So I'm just going to pop off camera, put some mascara on, and then I will be back to tell you guys my thoughts on these palettes, because we've got a few things to discuss. Hi everyone, I'm back. So let's review these palettes. So I'm going to start off with volume 2 because that's the one I played with first on this side. My biggest critique with these palettes as a whole, but mainly with this one, is they are fallout central. They are so crumbly, it is unbelievable. The amount of kick up I had in the pan was a lot. It never really bothers me, but if you're somebody that doesn't like that, you are not going to like these palettes, especially this one. It's not even going to show up. All three of them were super fallout. I would 100% with these palettes recommend that you do your eye makeup first, because if you do your base makeup first, you're just going to ruin everything. Like you can see I have green all down here, I have purple all down here, and that is just because they are dropout fallout central. A lot of kick up in these pans, a lot. But like I said, that doesn't bother me. I will say that the green shimmery shade is quite crumbly. When you try and get it on your brush, more of it crumbles off than stays on. So that is something to warrant. I think it is because it's quite a soft formula, whereas the gold, I don't think it would do that because the formula isn't as soft. But it's a pretty good palette. I mean, like I did say it wasn't going to be my favourite. It's not my favourite. I ended up doing just a green eye in the end. And I used all the 3 greens and the yellow. It's not my favourite look. They blended out pretty well. They blended out really well. They've gone in together really well. The glitter shade has gone on nicely. It's not as nice as the blue side, but I think that's just these types of blues, like bluey purple shimmers, I think always look stunning. Maybe with a pair of lashes on, this look will be fine. It's just not my favourite palette, but I knew that was going to be the case. As a palette though, it's absolutely fine. Would I pay £33 for this one on its own? No. If I'm being completely honest, I would personally not. But I'll talk about a bit more about that when I talk about the other palettes. Right, let's talk about 1 and 3. Just like 2, 1 and 3 did have a lot of kick up in the pan. There is some left on this one. Let's see if it will focus to show you. I don't know if you can tell. Blue, the middle blue one has a bit of kick up. I don't think you'll be able to tell. Does this one? Yeah. Can you see that? It was very minimal compared to volume 2, but it was still there, but just was not as much. I can't comment too much on this one only because I did only use one shade out of this one, but that shade went on really well. It built up really well. It wasn't and it's not patchy or anything. It blended really nicely. In terms of volume 3, I knew this one would be my favourite. The blue went on really well and blended beautifully into that purple, like so nice. One of the nicest like blends I've seen in a long time. I then stupidly put the pink on top, which I really wish I didn't do, but we've done it now. It's one of those things. Pink again worked really well. Doesn't look the same as it does, so I don't know if it's just because it's mixed with the blue a little bit, but even then, that's the pink I used. Like, you wouldn't have thought I used that pink. Probably my own fault for putting the pink on, to be honest. Like I said, I regret doing that. The shimmer, gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that duochrome beautifulness. I knew I would love that shade. Definitely is my favourite out of the 3. In terms of price for what you get, I personally wouldn't pay £33 each for these palettes. I 100% think that if you want these, you collect either the palettes or you've wanted these for a while, you are 100% better off getting them in that set. Even though that set is now £57, you are still saving a significant amount of money, and personally they're worth it as a whole in terms of like their ABH, so the quality is better. But I just think £33 for a palette, especially with it being this small and only 9 shades, is a bit too pricey. To me, I wouldn't pay singularly for these palettes. I think you are much better off getting them in the set. Even if you're not going to keep all 3 of them, buy the set because you can always sell them on. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't pay £33 each for these. There are other palettes that have a lot more shades in that I would rather pay the £33 towards personally, but as a whole they are nice palettes. Like I said, they blend really nice. The pigmentation is there. I just personally don't feel they're worth. I think if they had more shades in them, I would consider the £33 each, but because they've only got 9 pans in them, I just think it's a bit too expensive. But then they are part of their pro range. Like, that's the whole point of this range, is that they are meant to be better quality. But yeah, that's my opinion. So yeah, that's today's video. I actually really like the looks I've come up with in the end. I don't think they're too bad at all. I'm gonna pop a lash on, get some Instagram pics as you do. If you guys aren't already subscribed to me, you want to see more regular content, make sure that you are subscribed. I'm now 3 subscribers away from 350, which is my goal for January. So if you aren't already subscribed, it would mean the world to me, and don't forget to click the bell just so you are notified every single time that I upload. And I will see you guys back on Tuesday with a new video. Bye guys.